Howdy everybody, it's Amy from Amy's Sparkly Diamond Painting, and I have a short video here for you today. This is a diamond painting clock that I bought on Newcraftday. I paid for it with my own money. I did an unboxing last week, and I did also show it briefly on my whip and chat last night, but I did finish the diamond painting on this clock. Here you can see it was pretty basic diamond painting, only a few colors, some nice special drills though. There were some marquees. I think my favorite are those purple ones, and also some half pearls on there. So this didn't take me very long to do, but it was a bit frustrating because I did have trouble with the stick or the glue on this. The glue was very, very thin, and in some places it wasn't even thick enough to take the diamonds off of my pen. So I did get a little frustrated with it in some spots, especially down here at the bottom near the edge where the glue really just didn't seem to be there. So at first I tried to be lazy and use regular clear glue down here because I had it handy, but that just wasn't working because one of the troubles with special drill items here on plexiglass is that there's a lot of empty space that's not diamond painted, which means that any glue spills will show. As you can see there, it's definitely not perfect. So I switched from using my it's kind of like tacky glue. It's beacon glue that I use for a lot of things. It's oil-based glue, and so it's clear but it sticks really fast. But I abandoned that pretty quickly because I was actually trying to peel some of the glue off and messed up some of the covering on this, which I see I missed. Hold on a sec, sorry about that. I fixed it with a brown Sharpie and I missed a couple spots here, so I'm gonna take care of that real quick. So one of the dangers of some of these off-canvas items is the stick. So what I used instead after a little while is I have this dot stick. This comes from Diamond Dots, and I think Diamond Art Club has some, Michael's has some. There's a few different brands on there, but this is made for the bottom canvas or any off-canvas items that you want to stick drills on. So this is dotting adhesive. It is not a sealant. And basically what you do is you spread it on the place where you want to diamond paint and then let it dry about 15 to 30 minutes. And it's the same adhesive that comes on your canvas. So I recommend, especially if you're into budget diamond paintings, that you keep a bottle of this around. This one, $7.49 may seem like a hefty price, but this is watery, very, very watery. It's like water-based. So I'm going to actually do this and show you. So if you stick your finger in there, you see it's very thin. So I was just dipping my finger in or pouring a little drip in there and rubbing it around, and that's all it took. So you could probably do over 100 canvases with one bottle. I mean, it's that thin. It's like paper thin? Water thin. Let me wipe off the glue from my finger. But this took care of the problem right away. So I was trying at first to just carefully place it around some of the spots that weren't sticky, and finally I just gave up and covered the whole thing. And that was much faster, and it worked just great. So once I took care of the stick problem, then it wasn't an issue. But by rubbing it all over, that meant that the background was kind of sticky on this. And you don't want that. And because there were special drills and some big ones, and I wanted this to last, I went ahead and sealed it. And I sealed it with this. I hadn't tried this version of Mod Podge before. This said Brilliant Gloss, and you can kind of tell by that silver label there. This is water resistant glue and sealer. So it repels water. It's good for outdoor items as well as indoor items. I don't plan on putting a clock outdoors, but I just wanted to try it and see how it worked. And it worked very well. Again, this is thinner than the other Mod Podge I've used. Most Mod Podge, I'll add water to it and make it about half strength. But let's see, I can make a mess here again. I'll pour this in my hand, but you see it's very thin as well. So you might want more than one coat on some things, but one coat was enough. So that's what I used. And again, this may seem a little pricey. I think I got this at Michael's Arts and Crafts, but it's so thin that you can do several canvases with this. And it came out quite well. So I don't think it ruined any of the shine. If anything, I think it gave everything a little bit more of a shine and a coating there. So this should be well protected now, and hopefully none of these diamonds will fall off. They're on there pretty good. I did test in various places and they are definitely on there. So let's figure out how to put this clock together. So I didn't even open this. This is where a lot of the clock pieces are, and they are kind of small. I'm doing this on my light pad because it's white, and I'm afraid the other pieces might blend into my dark table. So the kit came with this. This is the clock mechanism here, and it takes a AA battery, which I have right here. Let's see, plus minus. So it goes in this way. Make sure we can at least get the battery to go in there. There we go. Battery in. Step one done. And then this is how you change the time on the clock. So we're gonna see if we can put this together. This is the plexiglass base, and I did peel the coating off. It had a plastic kind of milky white paper on both sides protecting this, so I did remove that. And then we have the clock hands in here. So I don't think this will take very long. I did watch a really short video that had no words. It was like less than a minute that showed somebody assembling this, but I wanted to see what the parts are that we have. So I'm hoping it's the same clock as the video I watched, but looks like we have a few extra pieces maybe. Okay. So indeed, we'll have to figure some of this out. So we have what look like, strangely enough, it looks like 4 hands, because I thought this was the second hand here that goes on the top. So I guess maybe we have a choice. Nope. Well, maybe are these two the same? You're going to be learning along with me. Those two actually look the same. So we should have an hour hand, a minute hand, and a second hand. So I may have been given an extra, because this is the second hand. And then we have a washer for the front, and I believe this one must be for the back. So let's see if we can do this. So I'm going to put this on the back here, and then I'm going to stick this through the hole. And the way the video had done this, let's see if I can get this where you can see it. This larger washer went down first, and then this nut went on next, and that gives the spacing to allow the hands to move around. So that will hold the back piece on there, and I'll probably try to tighten it to the point where the battery is pointed downward like that. Let's get where you can see it here. Keep forgetting I have to do this in frame, so that feels pretty tight there, and the battery is pointed downward, so all the weight is pushing down. And then I don't know if it really matters which order the hands go on here. They definitely have to go this way, and they don't go very far down on this. Maybe it does matter. Let's try this one first. Oh, it looks so easy on the video. Nope, that one's definitely smaller. Okay, so I guess it's just kind of wiggly right now. So we'll put that one first, and then this one second, and there is a little space there between the two of them. Hopefully this clock mechanism will work okay. I'm trying to push that on there, and it doesn't quite want to go on there. Let's try the other one since they gave us 2 of them. It's like meant to fit right on there, but having a bit of a difficulty getting that to push down. Let me set this down and take a closer look here. Let's see, maybe I'll just hold it. And then this one, the second hand, you can see it has that screw on there. That's what holds it all together at the top. So I will position that one on and see if that's the magic that holds it all together. So I will screw that one on. And maybe that'll make the rest of them a little more sturdy. I don't know, that feels pretty loose there. Let me take another look here. I know I'm not on camera at the moment, but I'm trying to get where I can see this a little bit better, because that just doesn't look right. So, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Like I said, this will be an experiment with everybody. There must be a way to push these on to where they stay, because they're just wiggling around. So there must be a way to secure these by pushing harder than I was, maybe. Okay, there we go. That's much better. No more wiggles. That must be the trick, because you have to really push and get that metal to bend a bit to go. See, it's got kind of this little ridge there, and that's kind of what needs to bite onto. There we go. Yeah, that feels more like a clock. Yeah. And then this one can screw in the top. So lesson learned. Gotta really push to get those to want to stay. So let's twist this one on, it screws in. Okay. So let's see, I can hear the mechanism trying to do stuff here. Let's set this for...
Tomorrow, you'll see mostly sunny weather.
Yep.
And can expect a high of 32 degrees Celsius and a low of 14 degrees.
There we go. And since I have the battery in, it is indeed moving. So I'm going to set this for the current time, which is good question. I can't actually read the clock from here. Alexa, what's the current time?
The time is 6:15 p.m.
Sorry for all of you that have Alexas at home and just had yours tell you what time it is. I try not to. Okay, we'll set that about 6:15. And then all we have to do is set it in the acrylic stand there. Now I am probably going to hang this on the wall instead of using the acrylic base, but either way, it's an option for you. You can hang it on a wall with command strips, but this just easily pushed right into there with no problem. So it was a little tricky there to figure out, and the trick, since they gave me an extra piece, is that there's this little metal lip on the back of each of these. So the hour hand goes first because it's got that wider hole. It goes on the wider part, and then the minute hand goes on the second narrower part, and then this pushes into the top. So I might also try next time to put the battery in after putting the second hand on, because I did feel it trying to move while I was trying to push it on there. So it's probably better to install the battery afterwards. So I'm gonna set this up and let you see what you think of the finished product there. So not bad. This came from Newcraftday. You can see my whips actually right there on the back of the couch that I've been working on today, trying to get a couple things finished. But this was from Newcraftday, and I do have a discount code. So I paid about a little over $15 for this one. And they have all sorts of sales going on, but I do have a code for 10% off that'll help, because I think you can do that along with other discounts. When I ordered this, I was able to pile 2 different discounts on top of each other. So give it a try and see what you think. They have a lot of different types of clocks. So I'm going to just kind of watch this one over the next day or two and see how well it keeps time. And that's all I have for you right now, so thank you for watching.